everyone always told me real estate was my thing. I don't know why it took me so long to get into it. But since I've gotten into real estate and since using Resquared, the system Resquared that you guys have, it's been pretty incredible. My success rate, both in regards to getting tenants in to see the place showings wise, which from what I've heard in my little experience from the people who are much more experienced than me, that's a hard beat to do consistently. Never mind weekly, as well as getting those sales and getting the people to sign the leases and making sure the leases go through properly from LOI and onward. So let's see, what can I say about my experience in real estate using Resquared? Essentially, I, pick up the phone. Somebody came in, showed me what it was like. Getting on the phone to business owners. They have one. Some of them have one shop. Some of them have five shops. Some are making crazy money. Some of them are really run down places. And it's just about, for me, what it was is just getting that pitch, that first 10 seconds into the phone call, making them feel comfortable, making them feel like they're talking to somebody who knows what they're doing and why they're on this phone call. That usually happens in the first 10-15 seconds. So I go straight up, and because of my company's business model, what we do is we're always going TI. We're always trying to get as much money into the tenants' hands as possible to make them feel as comfortable as possible. And that said, throwing in a couple of months of free rent, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months of free rent to make them, that's a good amount of money. 10, 20, sometimes if it's a bigger vacancy, 40, $50,000 in free rent. So if I communicate those two things, investment TI as well as free rent, that any business owner with half a mind immediately understands, well, that's something I want to talk to. Of course, I've noticed a lot of business owners, as I'm sure anybody listening and any experience has, don't know much about businesses, even if they've had a business for 5, 10, 15 years. It's funny to see how they're like, I've gotten more times than not, like, too good to be true. You're a liar, you're a scammer, get off the phone, or something like that. And then sometimes in a pleasant conversation, it would be more like, are you serious? Are you not joking? And I'm telling them, yeah, we have a really good business model that we're serious about making tenants feel comfortable coming into our shopping centers. Thereby, we're willing to give a lot of money, nothing back, no royalties, no monthlies, and give you guys a couple of months of free rent to get you guys into the store, to make you guys feel comfortable. It helps us, it helps you, it helps the community that we're trying to build in the shopping center. And that's why I get them on. That's why I get them there. For the most part, it's those follow-ups. I've had people who I've been in touch with 3 months, every single day, every other day, to the gatekeeper, to no answer, to 5 no answers in a row, to finally getting through the gatekeeper for them just to tell me, give me a call back in 3 weeks. And you write it down every single time I get a business owner's name. I'm always asking for a business owner. They tell me, oh, he's not in right now. I'm like, oh, can you give me a name? And they, most of the time, God willing, will say, oh, Rick. I'm like, okay, cool. Is there a better time that I could contact Rick? Is there a better time that he's more free? Maybe towards the end of the day, towards the morning when the salon, if the person's not with a client. I write it down in the notes in this case, the CRM that we use, the Resquared, write it down in my notes and call back. I put in a reminder in my phone. Okay, Rick from this set store set to call me back at 3 p.m. on the 3rd of June, etc. So I have a reminder for me. I'm always checking my reminders, my calendar. When that person said to reach back out, reaching back out. Ask them, a good time and move on from there. For the most part, that in a summary, the reason why I've had I don't know, let's say ranging from 3 to 10 showings a week, maybe some weeks a little bit less, some weeks a little bit more. Yeah, no, it's just because of those phone calls, 50, 60, 70, 80 phone calls every single day, hot leads, cold leads, prospecting. That's been the reason for my success, right? And closing up shopping centers. I'm at this point in my short real estate career that I could say I've closed up a couple of shopping centers, and looking forward to doing a lot more.